about 40 k's from Uluru. It's been a 2-lane road all the way along, and it's been a really good road to drive on. We get to meet up with Sheena and Steve in a couple of days' time, so that's a bit exciting to see a familiar face. We've not come across any roos or emus or camels or any wildlife out here, have we? Even we don't see the eagles. I'd say just over this ridge. And we are getting our first views of Uluru. Platform up here ahead, I believe, so we'll stop there and have a good look. We are on the Lassiter Highway, and this is our first viewing of Uluru. It looks so pretty out there. I am thinking off to the west there that might be the Olgas out that way. Pretty exciting when you've never seen it before. So there are the Olgas in front of us. That's still a long way away. And here we are at the Ayers Rock campground where we've been staying for the past 9 days. So we got one more night here. This is where you come and park up your caravans to check in, or along here. And the reception is just down to the side, so we'll take you there. And this is the reception just over to the side here. When you check in, everybody that's working there has been very helpful and were really good. And we go further into the ground. There is a swimming pool just over to the right, and this is the entrance in. So off to this side where the camel is, this is where all the powered sites are, and off to the other side is where all the unpowered sites are. So here we are. We'll just take you down to the unpowered sites and the cabins. So the cabins are just along here. They all look quite nice, and we're staying in the powered site. So we'll take you down to the unpowered side first. So this is the unpowered area. As you can see, they've got some toilets and showers over here. Off to the side there's more recycle bins. They've got barbecues here that you can use. There are a couple of powered sites along here as well. If you go further down past the showers and the toilets and stuff, there's a big area for camping off-grid. Back in the powered area, this is where the washing amenities are. You've got some barbecues over here. They are dotted all around the place. And then there's another set of toilets just off to the side there. And here is more of the powered site area. We're parked just in the back there. That's that area there. They have large bins for you to get rid of your rubbish as well. And this is the men's, ladies' showers, toilets. There is a washing machine in the ladies. And the other thing about the washing is it is $1 coins. So only $1 coins, and I found it a little bit here in the Northern Territory. It's all $1 coins. And here we are this is our camping site. And as you can see, the roads are nice and wide for you to be able to get your vehicles into the parking spaces. The unpowered area is off to the side, and you can't see that from here at all. Now in the mornings this place just empties out so quickly, but come this afternoon this is all going to be jam-packed once again. It's actually really nice. They do have slabs, but they're awkward to say the least. They're very small. I'm just going to walk you over. The slabs are very small, which isn't too bad. However, where they place them is in really odd places, because that site has a slab as well. But they've had to park over it because their annex opens this way. So it hasn't been very well thought out in that regard. Now, we've got power and water here, and our drainage area, power. So there's been no problems there. It's been really good being able to have a bit of aircon on when it gets quite warm. A bit of trees around. Yeah, and some of the sites have got trees that hang over, so you have to be very careful about where you park your van as well. So if you're booking in, it could be a good question to say, is there any trees there? Steve!
Hi.
Hi, so Steve has got a 24-foot caravan, and he was meant to be here, but there was no chance in the world he was going to fit there. So he got moved across, and so he just hangs over the edge here just a little bit. So you just need to let them know over and over again, if you've got a really large caravan, that they put you in the correct spot. So Steve's got some power and water going on over here, and he's done a really clever thing as well. Because his fridge is facing to the sun here, he's got the cover over, and that's going really well for you, isn't it, Steve, this cover?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Works really well.
Really well. So that's what Steve's done. And we're going to be travelling for a few more days with Steve over to the Henbury meteorites.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, and then we'll be parting ways until we meet back in the same street when we get home. Again. So this is the powered area. It's really quite good. Ayers Rock Camping Resort at Yulara. They have powered, non-powered sites and cabins. Tents, caravans, camper trailers and RVs are welcome. Drinking water is available. They have toilets, showers and a laundry. Don't forget the washing machines take $1 coins. There's some gas barbecues jotted around the place. Dogs are welcome. They have a swimming pool for those hot afternoons. We also had Telstra Wi-Fi. There were rubbish and recycling bins available. There are free buses that run in a 20-minute round trip around the resort. There is a dump station. It's not at the campground. It's only a few kilometres away though. Now your walking distance to the IGA, the main town centre, hotels, medical services, restaurants and shops, hire cars are near the IGA, and there was a fuel station as well. Alcohol is available for takeaway. You are limited to 1 6-pack per person. You must show your accommodation booking number, and for your information, the 6-pack that we bought was $50 to give you an idea of the cost. There's quite a few free things for the guests to do while they're at the Ayers Rock Resort, and these are all in the main centre of town. And They range from guided garden walks to bush yarns and bush food experience and didgeridoo workshops. And there's also free daily movies. For instance, while we were there was Blinky Bill, Finding Nemo and Red Dog. So plenty to keep you entertained when you're not walking around the rock. There's an endless amount of ways to see Uluru. I can't mention them all here because it would take too long, but I will highlight a few things. One way to see the rock is to hire a bike. Our friends Steve and Sheena did this and they said it was fantastic. They also had the audio book, which works via GPS, and it was able to tell them what they were looking at as they were riding along the way. And they really, really highly recommend this one to do. Another great way to see Uluru-Kata Tjuta is from the sky. You can do this either by helicopter or by plane. The pilot that we were speaking to recommended doing it by plane as you get better views and better photos. He also recommended doing the early morning flight because the conditions were a lot better at that time. There are several different flights to choose from. We did the lizard safari and this covered Uluru-Kata Tjuta and the salt flats of Lake Amadeus. I'll pop some of the footage up at the end of this video. I just want to quickly mention two other things that we did there, which was the Desert Awakenings, which was a breakfast tour, and that was great, and also the Sounds of Silence, which is for magical hours in the evening for dinner under the sky. So we've had a really, really good stay here. We've been here 4 nights so far. We've got one more night to go. We've done quite a few tours and they've been a lot of fun to do, and we are so much more knowledgeable about the Indigenous people who live in this area and how they survived. It's been an absolutely terrific, eye-opening trip, and I really highly recommend it to everybody else. For this part of our journey, we started at Curtin Springs. We travelled along the Lassiter Highway to Yulara, which was 80 kilometres. To get to Uluru, you have to go through the national park and you have to buy a specific pass for that. And it is 21 k's distance and 13 k's around the rock. And from Ayers Rock Resort to Kata Tjuta, that was 52 kilometres in total. Now this was all bitumen road, the whole lot, so it is all two-wheel drive accessible, and it was excellent driving as well, no problems with the road whatsoever.